Next topic is microwave tubes. In this topic, we study the linear beam tube, that is also called a O-type tube. Basically, first we differentiate the conventional vacuum tubes, and next one is your microwave tubes. Conventional vacuum tubes, the example of this conventional vacuum, triode, tetrodes, and petrodes. These are also used to generate as a signal source, but they are used at below your microwave frequency, means at lower side of your microwave frequency, also produce a low output. Means if we go to your comparison between your microwave tubes and conventional tube producing a low output power and below microwave frequency range, wherein microwave tubes we use a above your microwave frequency, also producing a more output power. This is general difference. The microwave tubes, now next to move, microwave tubes are two types. One of the O-type tubes and next one is the M-type tubes. Here your lecture is basis of your O-type tubes. O-type tubes also called a linear beam tubes, and next we see the M-type tubes, also called a cross field tubes. Now to focus the linear beam tubes, this is the one of the microwave tubes. Now this linear beam tubes is categorized different types of your microtubes. The example one of the linear beam tube is the two cavity klystron. Next one is the reflex klystron. Also types of your linear beam tube is helix TWT, coupled coupled cavity TWT, forward wave amplifier and backward wave amplifier. Next one also backward wave as a oscillator. Also next, these are your O-type tubes, means these are categorized in a linear beam tubes. These are the example of linear beam tubes. Microwave tube is two types. One of the O-type tube also called a linear beam tube, and next we see the M-type tubes also called a cross field tube. The linear beam tube example of these are. Now the focus upon this one, two cavity klystron and reflex klystron, is the structure used as like a resonant structure. Now here the example written TWT, cavity TWT, these are the in a use of your non-resonant structure. This is the use of non-resonant structure. These are example of non-resonant structure. These two are two cavity and reflex klystron use a resonant structure. Now we focus the working of two cavity klystron. Next to go to your reflex klystron and next to TWT. Now we already say that there is various type of your microwave tubes. These are the depends upon their types. One of the this one means their mechanism for producing the density of modulation. Also depend upon the acceleration and retardation of electron in the AC field. Also third is the retardation of electron by the short gap or the over a extended region. These 3 points are written just like how these microwave tubes are designed by various types. Now the important of this one, we focus upon the two cavity klystron, reflex klystron and helix tube. These are your linear beam tube. Now to focus upon the two cavity klystron as amplifier. We first focus the klystron. Klystron is a device or a vacuum tube which produces a microwave frequency as a generator, also used as a amplifier. Generator also called a oscillator, means klystron used as a oscillator, also used as amplifier. Now here we focus the two cavity klystron as amplifier. The working we have seen here, the klystron as a amplifier. Here we use two cavity. You observe this one, the structure. The description of the circuit, two cavity klystron. The one of the cavity this one and next one is the this one. Now this one is called as a first cavity, this one is called the second cavity. This first cavity is also called the input cavity, also called the buncher cavity. and second one is called the output cavity, also called a catcher cavity. Now here focus the description of your structure which is associated with your two cavity klystron amplifier. To observe this one circuit, there is a use of your two cavity, first one and second one. Now here to focus on this is electron gun, this part your electron gun. Now this electron gun, there is a cathode and the heating element, this one is the heating element and the cathode, and one of the focusing electrode, these are the focusing electrode. Now by this electron gun we emit your electron, this is the electron is producing your electron and move towards your input cavity, and next move to your second cavity, also called the output cavity, and terminate the electron in the collector, this is your collector. Now focus upon this one, there is a connection, the negative terminal is connected to cathode and positive terminal is connected to collectron, means the what the electron gun emit the electron and flow inside your this tube, means follow your input cavity and next move to output, next to your collector to collect this one. The collector is now connected to positive, means whatever the electron is here strike here, and this one is collected through this collector and terminal is connected to positive. Now observe this one, there is a gap between this input cavity, there is gap here, this is called, now notation is represented the gap A, and this gap second cavity is the gap, this is notation we use the gap B. Also the difference the space or a distance between your input cavity and output cavity is the represented by drift space. This one region is called as a drift space. To observe this one, this is the rectangular form of shows that this is the electron bunch, means this straight line shows this is the electron flow and there is a electron is in the form of bunches, that is called as electron bunch, and here also indicate here this also a electron bunch, means in the drift space there is electron bunch is presented. Now to focus on this one, this used as a amplifier. Suppose this is RF input, means this is your one of the sine wave is applied, this is RF input is applied here in this input cavity. Now the output obtained here in the amplified form, means this is amplitude is, suppose this is the amplitude is the A. Now the amplified output is obtained here, means suppose this is amplified by 2A, the amplitude is now increases. This is the working of your two cavity klystron. The input whatever you apply RF input, now the RF input now present in the in this input cavity. In this input cavity, the across this RF is presented in this gap, this RF input. Also we see that here this is the voltage, which is the sine function is like this is the voltage present in the input cavity whatever we want to amplify. Now we observe this one, now go to your operation first one. Now observe this one, the electron gun is emitting your electron. Now this is moves toward the input cavity and moves toward your output cavity, and last one is the collector is collected the electron. Now the observe this one, this electron is moved and this your voltage means RF input is present in input cavity. Now this RF input and this electron both have interaction between this gap. In this gap A, there is interaction between your RF input and your electron. Now according the interaction between this RF input means voltage and this is electron, the electron bunch is formed in this drift space. To observe this operation, we use a obligate diagram to explain the operation of your two cavity klystron. To observe this one, this is your sine function is your as a RF input. We want to amplify this one RF input, and the output is comes across your output cavity, also called a catcher cavity. Now this RF input, this is AC function is now available in this your first cavity. Suppose we draw here is the first cavity. Now there is electron by cathode is emitting here. Now this is the gap of your input cavity, we represent the gap A. Now this electron and we apply this RF input here. Now the interaction between this electron and RF input in this gap. Now we consider here this is RF input, also represented as the voltage. Also we consider the voltage Vs is equal to V1 sin omega t. Now this observe, this is the positive cycle, this one a positive cycle, this one now 0. In this point there is 0. Now next one is the just negative cycle, again this one positive cycle, again this one negative. This is alternate is follow up. Now this one positive cycle, to observe this one, in this positive cycle we indicate the here one of the point in the maximum point the C dash, and here the 0, that is neither positive neither negative, that's why we indicate here the V dash. We say that the positive half cycle, this one we said the negative half cycle, and this is we said the 0 voltage, means this is appear across your gap of your input cavity. Now when the positive half cycle of gap voltage, this is now indicate the gap voltage, the electron which is flow towards your input cavity, the interact between this electron and your voltage. Now we see that the these electron now indicate here the 3 electron we consider here. There one of the electron, this one the second electron, this one is third electron. Also similar as this electron means this electron is now interact with this your voltage gap. This is now represented as the voltage gap. Voltage gap means this is now this voltage appear across the gap of your input cavity. Now to observe one, we consider that this one of the electron is now appear across your positive half cycle. This is your positive half cycle. Now electron is appear for those electron which is appear for positive half cycle. This is positive half cycle. Let's see consider this electron. Now this electron velocity changes. How changes? This electron velocity increases. How much increases? We consider the V is equal to V naught. V naught is the this one velocity, means only you observe this one, the electron which is appear across this positive gap voltage, this velocity of electron is increases. This is indicated here. Now observe this one, when the gap voltage 0, this is neither positive neither negative. This is the gap voltage 0. Here the gap voltage is 0. Suppose this gap voltage, the electron which is appear, this electron is now we consider the appear in this gap voltage 0. This electron velocity is the same, means unchanged velocity, and the gap voltage is just 0. This also use the electron is the suffix er. This is the indicates the reference electron. Just on the symbol use here, and we also get the late electron. This is the early electron. Just one of the symbol. You only focus the word used here. When the positive gap voltage, the electron velocity is increases. When the positive gap voltage, the electron velocity increases. This is indicate here. And when the gap voltage is 0, the electron velocity is unchanged. And when gap voltage is negative half cycle, then electron velocity decreases. Now this resultant of action, there is a bunching form of your electron. This is a bunch of electron, means this is the velocity increases, this is unchanged velocity of electron, this is the velocity decreases. By this process what happens, the electron is now form a bunch. Now this bunch is formed in the drift space. This is the drift space. We observe this one, the first cavity and second cavity distance between this one, this is the drift space. To observe this one, this is the form of a electron as a bunches form in the drift space. Now this one of your operation of your two cavity crystal. To observe this one, by this bunching process, now this cavity is formed as bunches which is present in the drift space. Now this is moved towards your second cavity. This is also called the output cavity. What happened? Now this second cavity, this electron is the now what he did their kinetic energy, means electron kinetic energy, transfer their energy to your RF input, means RF whatever you apply, this energy is transferred to your this signal, those are applied. Now the electronic energy transferred to your RF input, now the amplitude of amplify your input signal, and output is obtained in the second cavity. Now the output is amplified output is obtained in the second cavity. These are the operation. Now this now electron is now terminated to your collector. These are the operation of your two cavity crystal. Now focus upon few points. This is the written whatever I explain here. Means this is the V is equal to V naught when the gap voltage is 0. When positive half cycle, the electron velocity is increases. When negative half cycle, the electron velocity is decreases. As the result of this action, the electron is gradually bunched together as they travel to drift space. Now, one of the definition is noted down here: the velocity modulation, the variation of electron. First, erase it. The variation of electron velocity in the drift state is called the velocity modulation. Noted this point, very important. Now, to observe the second point here, the current modulation is the, just focus on the what is the current modulation. The density of electron in the second cavity gap, means whatever the buncher is bunched and appear now the second cavity gap, the second cavity gap what your electron is reach here, this also varying in the cycling, means also varying, time period is varied, cyclically varied with time. This that is have a electron beam has also contains the AC component. That's why it's called current modulation. Only focus on this velocity modulation. Just as the second modulation only indicate here. Whatever the buncher cavity is, your electron is bunched. Now this also a time varying in nature. Now this time varying nature, there is AC component. That is called as current modulation. Only this point is indicated here. Now these are the all your related your operation. Also, one of the question is asking the what is the bunching process. Now, bunching process also described by this applicate diagram. The electron velocity is changed, means positive half cycle is increases and gap voltage, where gap voltage is 0, there is velocity unchanged, and when the negative half cycle velocity is decreases. By this resultant of action, the process this is a form as electron as a bunch form. That is a electron bunching process are associated with this velocity modulation. Now the characteristic focus. What is the property or the characteristic of these two cavity crystal? The frequency range which is used generally is the up to 100 gigahertz. We use this two cavity crystal. The output power, the average output power means this is the continuous power. There is a continuous power in this form, means continuous power. This pulsating power means pulse form. This is pulse form. Means to form of your output power, this is form of one come to up to 500 kilowatt. In the false form, this are output come up to 30 megahertz. This is observed and we consider the 10 gigahertz. This is the power output. The characteristic, the efficiency, the two cavity crystal efficiency is near the 40%, and the power gain we obtain the 30 dB. This is the characteristics. Also, to bandwidth is to see in the your follow some books. Bandwidth relation, the amount of what is the range of bandwidth you see. Just focus on this 4 point is very important. Now next one, the what is the application. The application is your the produces the output tube. When we consider the output power is produces, we use such like your satellite communication. Generally is the ground station we use the two cavity crystal, and in the radar transmitter we use, and your TV transmitter in the high frequency ranges there is a TV transmitter also use a two cavity crystal. Also two cavity crystal also use a for as a oscillator. These are the two cavity crystal, their working and construction. These are the construction, and there is the application and their property. Now next to move your reflective stone. These are the example your linear beam tubes. The next lecture is your reflective stone in the next time.